So this morning, real simple new business items. I know we don't have a lot of stuff to go through. The meeting dates for next year have been put in stone, and we turned around and polled the users at the last Epicor Midwest User Group meeting here in person. And it was unanimous, except for maybe 2 or 3 people, that can we do these back again on Friday? So we're going to move the meetings next year back to Friday. It wasn't just a few people, it was pretty much the entire room raised their hand and said, let's go to Friday. So we're going to move the meetings to Friday next year, and we looked at the dates around the middle of each month and ended up electing February 16th, Friday the 16th, for our next virtual meeting. April's meeting will be April 19th on Friday. July's meeting will be the 19th. September's will be on the 20th, and November's will be on the 15th. The November one should be right between bow and gun hunting season for anybody outside of the Chicago area. But all of the other meetings, by doing these on Friday, we think people will have an easier time getting this into their schedule. So the meeting dates, we'll go ahead and submit the agenda here, but we'll also put the meeting dates in the agenda if you can go ahead and mark your calendars for next year. If anybody has a requested topic, we do still have a handful of topics that were suggested for this meeting but ran out of room. Those I'm going to try and put into the February meeting that's virtual also. But if you have a topic request or would like to present a topic, by all means, go ahead and let me know. Open spots for presentations go to customer users first, and then we try to go to the sponsor community and Epicor to fill in the missing session. Our presenters today is going to be Kevin Veldman from SureStep Dienon. He's going to be doing our advanced I have a typo in the functions. It's not functions, it's product configurator. Fred will be doing advanced Epicor functions. He's getting double billing here down in the topic schedule. Tim Shoemaker is going to be doing advanced application studio that's Hannah. Information on Kinetic 2023.2 and 2024.1, as well as the advancements in MRP that Epicor is making. So we'll be going over the new features in Epicor. And then Hannah Willett from Stephen Gold will be doing the advanced application studio development. There won't really be a presentation for this one. It's actual live demonstration. Hannah's going to be very gutsy today and show that Epicor can truly work on the fly. So we will turn around and include a copy of the CAB file with all of the software that she's sharing, and we'll send that out with the minutes of the meeting, along with the presentations for the other. At the end of the meeting at 2:30, we'll have a Stump the Chump panel, which is going to be all of our presenters, myself, Tim, Kevin, Fred, and Hannah. And I believe Jose is going to pop in this afternoon for that one. I did not hear if Hasso and Josh were also going to make the meeting this afternoon.
Just Jose.
Okay. Next, Fred will send out surveys at the end of the meeting. Those should automatically go out. If you can let us know, hey, how did the presenters do? Who do you want to have back? What topics do you want to see? And what presentation ideas do you want to see for future upcoming meetings? Last I heard, the classic UX is going to continue through 2024, but I have a feeling we're going to get an update from Tim Shoemaker on that one today. Any other things that you have, Fred, for the new business? I saw someone had requested if we're going to be recording, and we will record, and the video will be up on YouTube.
Yeah, so all that we can share will be posted to the YouTube channel. Usually takes us a couple, 3 weeks to get things converted, but it is heading to holiday season, so bear with us. If you registered for this meeting, which if you're attending, you registered, you'll be getting an email with the minutes. The minutes will have links to all of those videos on the YouTube channel. If you want to, you can also just get subscribed to the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@CodaBearsInc or @CodaBearsRoselle. I should probably look that up and put it in the chat window for everybody. So I'll find that and get it posted there for everyone. And that's where we end up posting the items. Copy link address, put this in the chat.
Also,
Sorry
you'll
for
find
doing-
all of the past meeting recordings there as well. So if you missed this session and wanted to go back and watch something, those are all out there as well.
So I put that in the chat window. I try to do playlists for each of the past meetings as well, so that you can kind of find things grouped by meetings and topics there. And in case you joined us a little bit later, if you do have questions for Stump the Chump, or if you get a question comes to you during the day, you're welcome to put that into the questions window. And if we can't answer it, if it was specific to the session, if we can't answer it during the session because of time, we'll move that over to Stump the Chump as well. If you have a Stump the Chump question, type it into the questions window. If you would prefix that with STC, Calvin will pick that up and he'll put that into the Stump the Chump session at that time. All right, that's all I can think of, Calvin. My screen's going a little wonky, so if I jitter or something, let's bear with me while I kind of get things fixed up here.
Awesome. No, I'm thoroughly good. I know we had a real brief new business session for today. There was not a lot to put out there. Kevin, how are you doing?
I'm doing very good, Calvin. Thank you.
Are you ready to take the floor?
No. Let's not start things early, because we did publish an agenda. So if people are coming at a specific time for that presentation, they will miss parts of it if we start early. So if we can hold.
Do we have any open questions to start the day?
I'm not seeing any others, but if you do have some, go ahead and type them into the chat window. And we can take them from there. Heather Hahn, how are we liking the new place? It's awesome here. It's a lot better than our old place. We've kind of decked everything out. I think when my camera's on, I can show you a little bit around, but yeah, place is much better than our past one. What you're seeing is actually Calvin's house. So that's why that looks good.
Wait, I was going to say my bed's made. No, it isn't.
And Matthew Heck, how much work is the tricolored beard to maintain, Calvin?
Oh, it's real easy. You fall asleep in a bowl of Skittles. Happens automatically. Just decided when she said, what color do you want? I said, yes. So she put them all in there.
And from David, do you feel the conversion to kinetic menus has gotten easier with less hiccups in 2023?
Oh, come on. Trying to do a kinetic menu in 2021 was embarrassing. 2022 was still a stumble and hit your foot on the corner. At least you can now easily create menu items. Epicor is repairing the application as they go. That they roll out vaporware is really bad, but hey, at least they're fixing it and it's moving forward.
And Calvin, there's one for Stump the Chump, if you'll take that.
Already on it.
Okay. And from Kazoo, do Epicor functions have any kinetic conversion concerns, or are they generally safe for conversion? Generally, generally they're safe, Kazoo. The times where you might run into problems would be if you've got custom code and you're doing something special, if you're accessing business objects through custom code or the database through custom code. There you might run into issues if something gets moved around or there's changes on that level. But otherwise, in general, you should be safe to convert from one to the other.
We just converted from 10.2 to 2023.1, and I have custom code where I access business objects in the database all over the place and didn't have any issues with that.
Yeah, I'd just be worried. Sometimes the signatures on the methods change on the business objects. That's where I think you'd run into problems mostly. Doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, they kind of sneak up on you and you don't find out until you actually hit that code. Let's see. From Mike, how many companies are still using Service Connect? Let me see if I can turn that into. Yeah, I know. Let me see if I can turn that into a poll quickly, Mike. Trying to do things in multiple spots.
And I'm going to say Mike is meaning in the new Kinetic 2023 and forward, since they just recently upgraded there.
Give me just a second. I can actually put this in here. Oops. I could type the word no.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take Heather Hahn's question here about holding out to go to Kinetic. Should you wait until 24 or go to 23? Heather, it's the same adage. Do you want to be the guinea pig on the latest and greatest? Yes, you can go to 24. Has it been tested and vetted by everyone in the community? No. And if you talk with a lot of the cloud customers, they're going to have a different opinion about how 24 was rolled out and the bugs that were in it. So I would say it's safer to go to 23.2 than moving up to 24.
Let's go ahead and close the poll here. Looks like most everybody's voted here. So
Yep.
We're at 72% no and just 28% yes on that item there. Ta-da! So for the most part, it looks like a quarter of our audience is using Service Connect still.